Are your hair temples thinning faster than the rest of your hair? You might be doing a few everyday habits that are slowly destroying them without even realizing it. In this video, we'll uncover the most common mistakes that cause thinning at your temples and what you can do instead to bring back strength, volume, and healthy growth, especially for mature women over 50. Let's start with the habits that do the most damage, because once you know what's causing it, you can finally start to fix it. One of the biggest reasons temple hair starts thinning is tension. Many women, especially over 50, have worn tight ponytails, sleek buns, or pulled back styles for years without realizing how much strain it puts on those delicate hairs near the temples. The problem is, those areas have the finest strands and the weakest roots. When you keep tugging on them day after day, the follicles can become inflamed or even stop producing new hair altogether. That's how traction alopecia starts, slow, silent, and often mistaken for just normal aging. As we get older, our scalp also produces less natural oil, which means the hair loses some of its elasticity. It doesn't bounce back the way it used to, and tension from tight hairstyles can cause it to snap more easily. You might start noticing baby hairs that never grow out, or spots that look thinner near your temples. These aren't random, they're warning signs that your scalp is under stress. To protect those fragile areas, loosen up your styles. Go for low ponytails, soft braids, or messy buns that don't pull at your scalp. Use silk or satin scrunchies instead of elastic bands, and avoid tying your hair when it's wet, since it's more vulnerable then. Try to give your scalp a break a few days a week by wearing your hair down or using clips instead of ties. Small adjustments like this can make a huge difference over time. It also helps to treat your scalp with as much care as you do your skin. At night, apply a few drops of lightweight oil like castor, rosemary, or argan, and gently massage it into your temples. This improves blood circulation, keeps your scalp hydrated, and supports regrowth. Think of it as a small act of self-care that your future self will thank you for. Once you start loosening up your hairstyles and giving your scalp time to breathe, the next thing to look at is how you're styling your hair every day, because even simple habits can slowly wear down your temple area without you realizing it. Heat styling can be a quick fix, but it's one of the sneakiest ways your temple area gets damaged without you realizing it. Many women over 50 notice that the hair around their temples becomes more fragile, wiry, or uneven over time. A big reason for that is the heat from blow dryers, curling irons, and flat irons. These fine, delicate hairs can't handle the same amount of heat as the rest of your hair. Once they're exposed repeatedly, the outer layer starts to weaken, leading to dryness, breakage, and thinning that becomes hard to reverse. Over the years, the natural oils that once protected your strands start to slow down, so your hair doesn't have that built-in shield it used to. Using high heat only strips away what's left of that protection. You might notice frizz near your temples or hair that looks frayed even after you've styled it. That's often heat damage showing up in the most sensitive spots. To help your temples recover, give them a break whenever possible. Air drying your hair even halfway before blow drying can make a big difference. And when you do use heat, switch to the lowest setting that still gets the job done. It's also a good idea to use a lightweight, silicone-free heat protectant spray or serum. This small step helps seal in moisture and prevents that brittle feeling that often follows heat styling. Another trick that works wonders is letting your hair cool completely before touching or brushing it. Hot hair is more fragile and stretches easily, which can lead to breakage around your temples. Taking a few minutes to let it cool down helps the cuticle close and keeps the strands stronger. If you enjoy styling often, balance it with extra hydration. Deep conditioning once or twice a week can help rebuild what heat takes away. Look for masks with keratin, shea butter, or natural oils that strengthen from within. These ingredients give your hair that smooth, soft texture without relying on so much heat. And remember, shiny hair doesn't have to mean straight hair. Embracing your natural texture or opting for low heat styles can actually make your hair look fuller and healthier, especially around your temples where volume matters most. Now that you've tackled the heat factor, the next thing to pay attention to is how you handle your hair every single day, because even simple habits like brushing or detangling can have a bigger impact on your temples than you think. Rough brushing is one of those habits that seems harmless, but quietly causes damage over time, especially to the fine, delicate hairs around your temples. Many women over 50 notice that those areas start to thin or break more easily, and often it comes down to how the hair is handled day after day. When you drag a brush through tangles or pull too hard trying to smooth things out, those fragile hairs simply can't withstand the tension. Over time, they weaken and eventually snap, leaving the temple area looking uneven or sparse. As we age, our hair naturally loses some elasticity and strength, so it doesn't bounce back the way it used to. That means even small amounts of daily stress from brushing can make a difference. A good way to protect your temples is to slow down and treat your hair like something valuable. Use a wide tooth comb or a soft detangling brush designed for sensitive scalps. Always start from the ends and gently work your way up toward the roots, especially when your hair is wet, since that's when it's at its weakest. If you find your hair tangles easily, applying a lightweight leave-in conditioner or detangling spray before brushing can make the process much smoother. It helps your comb glide through without pulling on the fragile hairs near your hairline. Being mindful during this step doesn't just prevent breakage, but it also helps in maintaining the thickness and strength you already have. Another simple but effective tip is to avoid brushing your hair when it's completely soaked. Wet hair stretches and breaks faster, particularly around the temples where strands are finer. Instead, gently towel dry or let it air dry until it's slightly damp, then detangle carefully. By taking a few extra moments to be gentle, you give your hairline a chance to recover and grow stronger over time. Those baby hairs around your temples need nurturing, not force. Now that you know what to avoid, it's time to focus on what actually helps your temples grow back stronger and stay healthy in the long run. Your temples deserve the same care and attention you give the rest of your hair, if not more. As we age, circulation around the scalp naturally slows down, and this can make the fine hairs near your temples weaker and more prone to shedding. This is why regular scalp massage is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to encourage growth. It stimulates blood flow, strengthens the follicles, and helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to the roots. Just 2 to 3 minutes of gentle massaging every day can slowly bring life back to those thin, delicate areas. Think of this step as self-care that doubles as hair therapy. You can do it while watching TV, listening to music, or before bed as part of your nighttime routine. The goal is consistency, not pressure. Use the pads of your fingers, not your nails, and move in small circular motions around your temples and hairline. The motion itself helps relax the scalp, which also reduces stress. This is a common cause of hair loss in women over 50. Natural oils can make this even more effective. Rosemary oil has become a favorite because studies show it can improve scalp circulation and even encourage new hair growth over time. Castor oil, on the other hand, is thicker and great for sealing in moisture, especially if your hair tends to be dry or brittle. Argan oil is lighter and adds shine without feeling greasy. You can even mix a few drops of each to create your own nourishing blend. Warm the oil slightly before applying so it penetrates deeper into the scalp. When massaging, remember to be gentle. Harsh rubbing or scratching can irritate the skin and cause more harm than good. Instead, think of your fingertips as tools to wake up the scalp, not to scrub it. You can even lean your head forward a little while doing this to increase blood flow naturally. Over time, these small rituals begin to show results. The fine baby hairs near your temples start to feel thicker and stronger, and your scalp feels healthier overall. You might even notice less shedding when brushing or washing your hair. The best part is that this method costs almost nothing because it's simply about patience and consistency. If you want to take it a step further, pair your massage routine with a balanced diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and antioxidants. These nutrients feed your scalp from within, supporting the effects of your external care. Foods like salmon, walnuts, avocado, and leafy greens all help strengthen your hair at the root level. Think of your nightly scalp massage as a moment to unwind and reconnect with yourself. It's not just about better hair, it's about nurturing your well-being in small, meaningful ways. Now that you've learned how to bring nourishment and care back to your temples, there's one step that ties everything together and helps maintain your progress for the long term. When it comes to restoring your temples, patience is just as important as the products and techniques you use. Hair growth is a slow and steady process, especially after 50, when hormones and circulation naturally change. It can take several months for new growth to appear, so it's easy to feel discouraged when you don't see results right away. But that's why consistency matters so much. Every gentle choice you make, like every loose hairstyle, scalp massage, and nourishing treatment builds progress, even if it's happening quietly at first. Think of it like tending to a garden. You don't plant seeds and expect flowers the next day. You water them, care for them, and trust the process. Your scalp works the same way. When you keep showing up for it, it starts to respond. Tiny baby hairs begin to sprout near your temples, and over time, those strands grow stronger and fill in the areas that once looked sparse. Consistency also means protecting your progress. Keep your hairstyles loose and avoid anything that causes tension around the hairline. Continue using heat only when necessary and always apply a protectant first. Stay gentle when brushing and take the time to detangle slowly. These habits might seem small, but they are what make the difference between temporary improvement and lasting recovery. Your temples are one of the most delicate areas on your scalp, and they reflect how you treat your hair overall. Nourish them with care, patience, and kindness. A nightly oil massage, a protective scarf when you sleep, and a balanced diet rich in nutrients all work together to support regrowth. It's not about finding a miracle cure, but it's about creating an environment where your hair can thrive again. So, have you tried any of these tips? I'd love to know what's been working for you, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely want to check out this next one.